Hey, and welcome to Teags Talks. I'm Tegan, a wellness enthusiast, conscious creator, and life learner, where we talk all things well-being, spirituality, lifestyle, and mindset. I give you an inside look at my brain, my habits, and the life I live, so together we can live our dream lives. Here we are a community of loving souls wanting to live incredible lives and feel wildly good doing it. Join me every week as I download the next potty of goodness.
Hello, my lovely souls, and welcome back to the podcast. This is Teags, your host of Teags Talks, and today we are going to talk about all the things that you need to be a wellness girly or a wellness guy if you are a dude listening, which I know there's a lot of you. So I've got amazing things here. They're all laid out in front of me of everything that I cherish, I'm obsessed with in the wellness journey. I have been a wellness girly since as long as I can remember. I definitely did have a period there where I was quite a big drinker, but apart from that, I've always been super conscious about my health, what I eat, what I do, how I think, the products that I use. I've always been like this. Like, apart from being a huge drinker in a stage of my life, I've always been super conscious about the things that I use. And I have tried so many things, and I'm here to give you, I've got 10 things. Well, actually, I've got 12, but 2 I actually can't show you. So I've got 12 things that if you are on your wellness journey and you're looking for this specific product, I have got it for you. Okay, let's dive into our breath work. We'll do a life update, set an intention, and then we'll dive into the 12 products you need to be on your wellness journey. First things first, let's do our breathing. We're going to do 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe into the belly, then to the chest, and then exhale out the mouth slowly. So when you're ready, make sure you don't do this while you're driving. If you are on your hot girl app, or even if you are driving, you can do this, just keep your eyes open. So taking a deep breath into your belly, into your chest, and exhale out the mouth. Deep breath into the belly, chest, out the mouth. Deep breath in. Last one, belly, chest, exhale. I love that 2-part breath. I did it this morning for my meditation, and it just gives me so much energy. Maybe that is why I am feeling good today. I actually have an update for my little life update about my colonic. So those that are listening to last week's podcast, you already know that I had my round 1 colonic. Yesterday I had round 2, and tomorrow I have round 3, which honestly baffles me that I booked so close. I honestly thought after my first one, I was so nervous to go back, but I went back for the second round yesterday and I feel so good today. I definitely knew that when I first was going to get this colonic, I knew it was like more than just like the stuff that was going on in my stomach. I knew that it would be a bit of a spiritual initiation or some emotional release. So the first time that I went, I just felt good. I felt exhausted after, probably just some detox feelings. And yeah, I felt really good and light and just was feeling really positive. And then so yesterday I went back and I got the same girl, Kirsty. She was amazing. And I went to Nairobi. If you also didn't listen to last week's podcast, they're just on the sunny coast here. And I went to see Kirsty, and honestly, she's so good at her job. You know those people that you meet in their job and you're like, this is just like where you're meant to be. So she's amazing. And I walked in and I wasn't even necessarily nervous. Like, I was nervous, but I just knew that I could do it. And she kind of explains everything again. She literally answers every question that you have and tells you all the things that you are so glad she tells you, to just make you feel so safe and ready to release and surrender. So I get on the table and I start like with the process, and it was not as hard as the time before, and everyone is different and every colonic is different. And it just felt like I was mentally, emotionally, physically able to relax, to surrender more, because it's kind of a big deal, like having someone there watch you basically poop into a tube. So yeah, it was a really good session. Definitely still a little bit of pain, like discomfort. I have like this one part of my colon that is a little bit stuck, and she can like move the gas around and stuff like that. So really, really interesting. And through the whole process, I just kind of like, sometimes we speak, and then sometimes I just have my eyes closed, just concentrating, making sure like I release, surrender, let go, like literally like relax all of my muscles in that area. And yeah, it felt really good. It definitely like went a lot faster, but when she was like wrapping up, I was like, oh good, like we're there, I made it, like that went so much faster. And then you go to the bathroom, you do your thing, and then you come out. And as we were sitting there, I just had this like huge amount of gratitude for her, and like allowing me to feel safe in this scenario and being able to really heal with someone there. And it just felt I just felt so grateful. And I was also so grateful and so proud of myself for going again, because I was really not sure I'd be able to go again. And so proud that I showed up and that I like moved through it. So I was feeling really, really grateful for her while I was there. And then I said goodbye, went and got into the car, and then went to the cafe that I did a bit of work at. And as I was sitting in the car, I could just like feel like all this emotion like coming up and out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. Like, wow, like what's going on? And I just kind of like let it come and like pass. And basically I just felt so much gratitude for having so many like beautiful people on this healing journey with me. And also I felt this huge release of like taking pressure off of myself. And I don't know about you, and I don't know how much pressure you put on yourself. I know we're all like quite big on this. We put so much pressure on ourselves, so many expectations. And I just honestly felt this massive shift of releasing that. So yeah, I cried a little bit, and then I felt really good. Did some work at the cafe, had my day, and then a little bit later then I started to get a headache and those like detox feelings of just like feeling super exhausted. And then yeah, this morning I woke up and I just was like, oh, I feel good. And then I just did my morning things, and I was driving into town to go see my friend for coffee, and I was like, holy shit, I feel so good. I was like, oh my God, it has been so long since I have felt like this. Like, I can't even explain how good I feel. I don't know if it's because the weather is insanely beautiful today. It's like my dream weather today. The ocean's beautiful and calm and clean. The temperature's amazing. I see my friend for coffee. Like, I walked the Noosa boardwalk. Like, I am just on top of the world today. I just feel so good, and I'm so grateful that I'm finally here, because if you've been listening, and like my journey is like, feels like I'm having like a turning point of like feeling good again. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really happy that I feel this good. I'm just kind of like clinging on to it, because you never know how you're going to feel the next day. But yeah, I feel really good. And tomorrow, when you're listening to this, I will have actually been, but tomorrow I get my third colonic. So I'm really excited to see how that is, which is such a bizarre word to use for a colonic, because I totally didn't think I'd ever be excited. But if I can feel this good, I'm like, I just wish I did this earlier. Like, I've kind of always thought about it, but I had a colonic years ago, and I didn't love it. And I didn't have any like words around the feelings that I was feeling and the whole situation. Whereas when Kirsty sits with you and she talks you through it, she shows you what comes up through your poop and everything, like you just feel so much better, so much more healing. And anyway, I'm going to stop talking about my poop, because I'm sure you guys are probably sick of it. Apart from my colonic journey, that's been about my week. I have also started a new gym program. Tegan, actually have hired a trainer, because I just feel like at the moment I have so many things to think about that I just need that aspect of decision fatigue taken out, and I need someone keeping me accountable, because living on the beach, I make every excuse to not go into town or the tides, or to not go back into town. But now I'm like, Teags, you've got to do the thing. So that's been really good. It's literally just week 1, but yeah, I'll keep you updated. And yeah, it feels cool to have a PT. Like, obviously I am a PT for those that don't know. So I've never really needed one or wanted one. I've always gone to the gym. I love the gym. I was speaking to a friend the other day and she's more yoga and I love yoga as well. And she's like, I just tried to do a workout and it's not for me. And I'm like, that's so good that you can listen to your body and like yoga feels really good to you and you do that. Where I'm like, I love the gym. I love yoga just as much. But if I was to like go get a yoga membership or a gym membership, like I'm getting a gym membership. Like I can do yoga at home and that is beneficial, healing. It's tailored to me. I'm also a yoga teacher if people don't know. So yeah, I just love the gym. So yeah, it feels really fun to have a PT. And I also think like the best coaches have coaches. Whether you're a business coach, you'll have a business coach. Whether you're a PT, people that are PTs usually have a coach. Like it's just how life is. And if you want to accelerate your journey, then you get help, right? Same as like going for a colonic, right? I could take laxatives, or not that is good for you at all. Or, I did the cleanse, whereas I can go and hire the help. Like there's so many things that we can do and we can get people into our world to help us accentuate and excel our journey to get us to where we want to be. Learn to meditate. It's happening. I'm going to set a date very shortly. And yeah, I'm really excited. So if you want to learn to meditate, head to my website. The link is there ready to go. Yeah, apart from that, I've just been like enjoying the weather, getting lots of sun time and just like trying to relax, doing my wellness things. And also I've been getting ready for Fiji because I go to Fiji next week. And also next week, I have to take the car to the panel and paint. I don't know if I told you guys, but basically the bonnet safety latch failed while driving and it's completely ruined the bonnet and the roof of the car. So it has to go get taken in. So I'm going to be carless before I go to Fiji. Anyway, it's life and these things happen. So yeah, apart from getting colonics, getting the car fixed, packing for Fiji, and doing my wellness thingies and enjoying life, that's about it. Let's set the intention for the week. This week's intention is going to be about checking in with yourself, like properly checking in with yourself and seeing what you need and giving yourself that. Like checking in and being like, right, do I need to go to the gym and like get myself off this couch and go to the gym? Or do I actually need a rest day? Or is it, I need to get 8 hours, maybe even 9 hours sleep because I'm so sleep deprived, right? I'm prioritizing that. I'm getting myself to sleep by 8 p.m. Or is it that you need to go and do some journaling and get all of the stuff out of your head onto paper so you can deal with it? So set the intention this week to really check in with yourself to see what you need to help yourself feel better and get to the point that you want to get to. All right, now let's dive in. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to start with one of my favorite things that I have been using for, I think it'd be over a year now. I've had these for quite a while. Every time I think about time frames, I think about like what house I was in or like what state, what place I was in, so I can think about like how old the product is. That's how I like count my years and how long I've had things. So this one is for the people that aren't great sleepers, very sensitive to light, and who maybe they need to get up during the night and go for a wee. So this is a 2-part thing, and that is my red light glasses. I talk about these on the podcast so much, and I always call them my red light glasses. They're not red light. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll actually see all these products, but they are red lens glasses for blue light blocking. I look like Elton John. That's cool. We go with that. Basically, when we wear blue light blocking glasses, the red ones, it helps stop all of the blue light. Now, what blue light does is it blocks your melatonin from completely producing. So when we are watching TV, on your phone, on the laptop before bed, that means when you need to go to sleep, you might not even feel tired, or the first part of your sleep isn't as good or as deep as it would be if your melatonin was completely producing. Now, the body's natural rhythm, as the sun goes down, as the sun sets, the body naturally produces melatonin. It's our circadian rhythm. It's how the body works. Then when the sun rises, the body creates cortisol. This is your wake, your energy, your stress hormone. So when we are winding down in the evening, and if you're a bad sleeper like how I used to be, or if you're quite sensitive to light or just sensitive for your sleep, these are game changing. I especially wear these when I've got a lot going on, because then I'm even more stimulated. So these really help block out that blue light and just help you get to bed and sleep well. Now, the other part of this, now for those that are like curious, they're like, Tegan, I need to know the brand, because I'm like a huge one for recommendations, like word of mouth. I'm like, tell me exactly what you've got, because I'm going to buy the exact same. I'm like commenting on like your shoes that I love so much because I want them. Like, I need to know. So these are Bond Charge, and I also have their red lamp. This one actually attaches to my bed. It has a clip. It's actually a book lamp. So it has a little clip. I'm showing you on YouTube if you're watching there. And it has 3 settings of the red light. And this is so good to read your book or your Kindle, go to the toilet without like turning the lights on, for allowing you to sleep really good. Same as the glasses. If you turn the lamp on or the light on, it does the same thing. It mimics a time of the day where your cortisol will then produce. So then your melatonin stops producing. So then you can't get back to sleep if you go for a wee. I personally don't get up during the night for a wee, but I turn this on like just before I go to bed. So then all the lights are off in the house, and I just have this on. I also want to get some of the light bulbs that are red too. So that is my first recommendation. I do know that Ra Optics also do really good glasses and whatnot. There's quite a few good brands, but I just went for Bond Charge, and I got the glasses and the lamp, and I'm obsessed. Okay, product number 2. If you know me or you've followed me for years, you know I have one protein brand that I come back to time and time again, and that is Topeka. I'm obsessed. I've tried every single vegan protein I think that I can think of, and honestly, Topeka is just the best. I also do not mind New Harvest. They used to be called Naked Harvest, but I just come back to trusty Topeka every single time. It's got amazing ingredients, doesn't hurt your stomach, pretty good protein amount, a good calorie amount as well. The best thing about Topeka is they use stevia and monk fruit as their sweeteners. So not all of the ones that make your tummy really hurt, which most proteins put them in because they don't have calories, so to keep it low calorie. And monk fruit is really expensive, so is stevia, natural, like pure stevia. They're both quite expensive, so that's why protein brands don't put them in, because they want to keep their price down. These are $54, I think, for the 500 or the 750. I think it's 50. It's something like that. So it is like quite expensive, but honestly, protein is something that we all need to make sure that we're getting enough of, and most of us are not eating enough, especially if you're vegetarian, pescatarian, or just not aware of how much you're eating. Get some protein into your diet. You'll just be able to keep more muscle, feel more full, won't be needing more snacks. And my favorite actually from Topeka, I don't have it here because I've eaten it all, but it's the collagen vanilla. It's so good. It has marine peptide collagen in it, and it's so yummy and creamy. It tastes different to the vanilla. And we usually just have vanilla and salted caramel floating around in the house. And then every now and then I'll have like the acai. We have like a few things from them. But that is my go-to protein for the last probably 10 years, maybe 9 years. I literally remember when Topeka first came out on Instagram, like you couldn't buy it in shops or supermarkets. It used to only be online. That is how long I've been using Topeka for. So protein powder, if you are a wellness girly and you're hitting the gym, or you're just trying to track and make sure you get enough protein, jump on to the Topeka bandwagon and get amongst it. Okay, now I've got the next 3 products, and they're all like skin and hair related. So for those that don't know, I have been studying Ayurveda for a little while now, and I am a Vata body type. My skin is so dry. And basically until a few months ago, whenever I bought this, I could not find something that made my skin actually feel less dry. I have one moisturizer, but it's good. Like the Yucca app says that it's good. If you don't know the Yucca app, actually, I'm putting that in here. You need to have the Yucca app if you're a wellness girly. Basically what Yucca does, it's YUKA. It gives you a rating of how good the product is for like the toxicity. So if you scan certain products, it will say if it's terrible and why. It tells you like the endocrine disruptors and all of the things. And then it will tell you if it's good or great. So Yucca, get the app. That's a bonus everyone needs. And so, yeah, this moisturizer that I have, Yucca says that it's good. It's in the green. So that's why I use it. But it is just from the shop or like a chemist. Because I have tried thousands of moisturizers from literally cheaper brands to expensive brands. And literally this one moisturizer is the only moisturizer that actually works for me. So apart from that moisturizer, I have found the best body oil. Now, depending on your body type will depend on the oil that you can get. So I am Vata, so I need this one. If you are Vata body and you have the drier skin, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to show you on the screen here. It is from, I feel like I always kind of butcher this, but it's from Rasasara Skin Food Ayurvedic Skincare, and this is the Vata dry or mature skin, and it's got black sesame, cardamom and vanilla, and basically just all essential oils. I think they're all organic or mostly organic, and it is divine. It is, I can't even rave about this enough. Like this is my favorite product I've ever owned. I'm obsessed with it and I will be buying this over and over again. I do an Abhyanga massage in the evenings when I put this on and it feels so good. It's honestly, it's just game changing. If you don't know what Ayurveda is, have a look into it, see what your body type is, and you'll be able to fix any of the imbalances that you have within the body. This helps me. It also helps me feel grounded because black sesame, it's a very grounding oil, which is what Vata needs because we're so busy. It smells so good. Honestly, I wish you could smell this. Anyway, so that's my favorite. And sometimes I just use that as like the perfume that I'm wearing and it's delicious. And then I have a new skincare brand that I've been using for, I think it's 2 months now, or maybe a month and a half, not too long. Anyway, my acupuncturist, Dita, he has a daughter who has created her own skincare brand through Chinese herbalism, and it is also divine. So it's called Isla and Ava. I'll show you on the camera if you're watching on YouTube. And this is their face polish, so like a cleanser or an exfoliator. And it has papaya, walnut shell, and pink clay. And also pink clay is great for Vata skin types. And it is delicious. It is just a powder. You put a little bit in your hand and then you mix it with water and you just pop it on your face and it just feels so good. And it's definitely on like the pricier side, but I love it. And this will last forever. It's literally a powder and you need the tiniest amount, like half of a teaspoon. So that is my cleanser, and I've also been trying the face oil. It's also the most divine, delicious, luxurious feeling you've ever felt. Like I had a friend come over and I was like, you have to try these products because they're so good. And yeah, this has jojoba. I actually have no idea how to say that. Bakuchiol. You can all tell me in the comments how I need to pronounce that. And rosehip, which is also really good for Vata skin types. So that is my natural skincare. And the reason I mention this for everyone going through their wellness journey is, which I'm pretty sure you're probably all well aware of, is what you put on your skin goes into your body. And your skin is your largest organ and everything is absorbed. So everything that touches your skin goes into your body, microbiome, blah, 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 all these things. And yeah, some products can disrupt your hormones. They can make your skin react. They can do so many things. So having as close as you can to natural skincare is really important. I'm well aware that these products are actually quite expensive, but I have a good skincare brand that you can try. I actually have reused their bottle, but it's called A Little Bit Hippie. I'm pretty sure. It's called A Little Bit Hippie. It looks like this. I've taken the label off because I've made this into a spray, but that's a really good, affordable brand that Yuka has as green on its app. So that's another one that you can try. But getting organic as well is super important. It's just one of those things to look out for. You don't have to deal with everything. I mean, you choose your battles, right? So that is my skincare favorites at the moment. I also I wanted a new shampoo because I went to a shop here and it's got the name organic in its name. So I just assumed, and you know what assuming does, you should never assume. I thought that the products there would all be well researched and they wouldn't have any like crap in them. Anyway, so I'd bought a shampoo and conditioner, and then actually my friend pointed out an ingredient that was in there. And I'm like, gosh, like I just thought I was doing the right thing going to that shop to buy something, and it wasn't even right. And funnily enough, I ordered this shampoo and conditioner and I opened the box, and guess who's on the little leaflet? My friend, Ali. So I bought this shampoo and conditioner. It's called Bod Foods. They're also a local brand here in the Sunny Coast, but you can just buy it online. And it just has really good ingredients. Lots of it's organic, and it's kind of like, sometimes I feel like, so for example, the Little Bit Hippie shampoo and conditioner, I didn't love the smell of it and like how it made my hair feel. So sometimes the natural cheaper brands, I don't know what it is, but they seem to not work on my hair. So anyway, I got these ones and I love them, and they make my scalp feel so good and my hair feel so fresh. I'm not obsessed with the smell, but the smell is good. It's more floral, and I prefer like fresh or citrus or like grounding smells. Okay, now the last part of like the skin range kind of is natural makeup. Now, I stopped wearing makeup in 2016, whenever I was living in South Australia. I was living on the road, and I just came into the realization that I'm beautiful without makeup as well. So I stopped wearing makeup, and I think then, I think I still had a tinted moisturizer, and I would put bronzer on and mascara. So I went from like a full face of makeup, like concealer, foundation, literally everything that you could put on your face, I used to put on my face every single day. And then I just realized, one, all the products weren't amazing for me, and two, I'm beautiful without it, and so are you. So don't say, yeah, but you can because you have beautiful skin. You do too. I used to literally think the same. I also would get the comment that when I wasn't wearing makeup, people would be like, are you feeling okay? Because I'd be so pale. But now I see a little bit of sun because it's not covered in makeup, so I have a bit of a tan now. But I still have one product that I wear every single day. I have just recently done my eyebrows just because I feel like a naked mole rat without them. So I dye my eyebrows myself and do them myself. But my only other product that I use on my face is this. And this is my third container, and it lasts, I don't know, 2 years. I've used this for 5 years or so, and it's called Eco Minerals. I'm showing you on YouTube. Eco Minerals Byron Bay, and this is the Eco Exotic Mineral Bronzer. If you know the Hoola by Benefit bronzer, it's very similar, and that used to be the bronzer that I used to wear. And anyway, Eco Minerals, and it's just a powder, and I just pop it on my cheeks, around my forehead, under my jaw, or whatever I'm feeling. And that is what I use. Same thing. What you put on your skin, you absorb. So make sure that you're putting really good products onto your skin. So that is my skin section. Then this is also kind of skin. So the fifth thing that I have is essential oils for perfume. I have not worn perfume in forever and ever and ever. I can't even remember when I actually stopped using perfume and went to essential oils. It's probably when I started doing some doTERRA stuff. No, it was before that. But anyway, using perfume is carcinogenic. It's terrible for your hormones. It's terrible for your lymph system. There's literally nothing good that comes from it. And honestly, wait, tell me what is going on. Why are people lathering themselves in perfume? Like lathering themselves. Why? Like you literally walk past someone and I cough because it's so strong and like gets to the back of my throat. I'm like, you don't need that much perfume. Like even if you're smelly, just put one spray on your wrists and you should be able to smell it. But also don't use perfume because it's terrible for you. But like what is with this thing at the moment that people are like literally like spraying perfume over their body? I'm like, that's not where it goes. If you are going to wear perfume, put it on your clothes, not on your skin. I remember that's what I did when I was transitioning because I had like my favorite perfume that I didn't want to throw out. So I'd put it on my clothes. Still not amazing for you, but choose your battles. So essential oils as perfume. I have a few favorites. One, my friend Ali that I just mentioned before, she made her own perfume and it's beautiful. It's very summer vibes. It's got like lemongrass citronella. It's very zesty, which is beautiful for the summer. I have been wearing a doTERRA one called Chia recently, and that's very citrusy and warm. I also have Adaptive. I'll show you on the camera so you can see. So Adaptive by doTERRA. This is like a very grounding and calming. It's actually like, it's called Tranquil Blend, and it's not actually a perfume. It's kind of like what you would use if you need to calm down or if you're feeling really stressed. This just smells, again, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Let me tell you what's in it. Orange, lavender, copaiba. If you have anxiety, you need copaiba in your life. Spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, bitter orange, and sweet gum and coconut oil. This is so good. I wear this as a perfume quite a lot. I'd run out, so that's why I was wearing Chia, and I was also like, I need to use it so it's not just sitting there, and I just ordered the new one of Adaptive. But my favorite essential oil, like if I had to choose out of all of the essential oils, apart from copaiba, because copaiba has so many healing benefits, it's literally insane for your emotional well-being. But my favorite essential oil is lemongrass. It's my ride or die. I've used it in my diffuser, in my house, in my room, in my car. I just am obsessed with the smell of lemongrass. So make sure you get some essential oils as perfume instead of all that toxic and carcinogenic stuff. Also, I created a little spray. I actually use this for the bedroom, or I'm going to take it to Fiji to like make the room smell really nice, because humid hotels, I don't know, sometimes like it's not a 5-star, you know, they get a weird smell. So I take this and I just spray it all over me and everything that's around me. I put balance in this for sleep because it just makes the room so calm and makes me calm as well. So natural perfumes are the way to go. Just slowly get rid of that perfume or re-gift it, or I don't know, put it on your clothes, and then change to essential oils. And you just have to find what works well on your skin. Same as a perfume, like you just have to figure out what works, what smells good on your skin, and go with that. So that's number 5 for our wellness girlies and guys. And guys, you can also wear essential oils. Like I know that people wear frankincense, cedarwood is really beautiful. I actually really love cedarwood. And you can also wear the fresh ones like orange and then mix it with some cedarwood. Patchouli is quite nice on guys, which sounds crazy because it's floral, but give it a whirl. And some other like woody ones, like the pine ones. I think it's Siberian fir. Yeah, so guys, you can wear them as well. I've got my 6th product. Now, part of my wellness journey was giving up alcohol and coffee. And I don't have a alcoholic alternative here for you, but I do have a caffeine alternative here for you. Caffeine is one of those things that some people can literally drink it before bed and go to sleep. And I used to be that person, but I basically got to the point where I killed my nervous system and I couldn't handle it anymore. And I just choose not to have it. It's such a stimulative and just all of the other things. And also it's really high in mold depending on how it's made and stored and all these things. So anyway, I have a caffeine alternative for you. And I discovered this because of my naturopath, and I had to do all these things for my well-being, and I needed to have some dandelion tea, and this is really good for like basically detoxifying your kidney and liver. So I found a dandy chai, and this one I'll show you on YouTube. It's from Kintra, and it just has really good ingredients in it. And it's delicious. I just put it in the tea strainer, make a tea, add some stevia, bit of coconut milk, and you've got yourself a delicious alternative. I was having Earl Grey. It does have an element of caffeine in it, so I'm just trying to really not have caffeine at the moment. And this chai, because some chais do come with black tea, so you have to make sure, but this one has dandelion, chicory root, cinnamon, star anise, cardamom, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. So really good ingredients. And it just tastes delicious. No, it doesn't taste like caffeine, but it's just a good alternative. And if you want to give your liver and your kidney some love, this is a really good idea. And honestly, I just think that the world's probably drinking a little bit too much caffeine at the moment. So get yourself an alternative for your second or your third coffee, or you probably just need to get a good night's sleep. So that's the other thing. So that is my 6th recommendation. Get yourself a coffee alternative so you're not drinking so many goddamn coffees or like having 3 matches a day. All right, my 7th recommendation. Now, this is another thing that I was like, I don't need it. I drink so much water. I'm so hydrated, blah, 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 blah. But upon getting my blood results back, we realized, and plus now having 2 colonics, it's been brought to my attention that I am actually dehydrated somehow. So this is my recommendation for number 7, sodi. So basically what sodi is a whole bunch of sodium, magnesium, potassium, and it's super clean. They taste delicious, and it's a huge dose of sodium. So it's 100 milligrams of sodium. And where I live on the sunny coast, it gets so hot here, but like humid, so you're sweating. Over west, it would be like, 40 degrees, but it's so hot and dry that you're just dry. I mean, of course you sweat, but over here, you walk out the front door and you're damp. And sometimes you're in the house and you're damp. You're just constantly sweating. So sodi is going to help you retain the water, because what I've noticed is I drink a lot but I wee a lot, so I'm not retaining much of the water. So it's been recommended that I get some sodies or basically just some Celtic salt into your water to help you retain some of the water. And my skin is actually a little bit better, which is a bit crazy. And I also do think it's because it's becoming warmer here, and when it's warm and humid, my skin is a lot better. Whereas over west, it was just dry, and the weather was dry and everything was dry, forever dry. So sodi is my next recommendation. And what I'm sort of hearing from everyone is that they are also like, they lean more towards constipation. It could be just because you're dehydrated and probably lacking fiber. And also just the mental capacity as well. Like, when you feel dehydrated, you just don't have capacity, like you're just exhausted. So sodi helps that. Right, next topic, next product. So part of my wellness journey, and this is probably how it even started, was journaling. I have been journaling for years. So of course, my recommendation is a journal. Now, I am a really big believer now. I used to just buy any old book from Kmart, Target, like whatever, just any shop I could get a journal from and write in it. Didn't matter. I was like, quick, get these thoughts out of me. But I'm quite a believer now of having a journal that really inspires you and feels really ritualistic. I really get excited to write in my journal, and it just creates a really beautiful ritual. Like I mentioned before, I have a Vata mind-body type, so I have a lot of thoughts. I'm constantly thinking, and I have the tendency to worry. So journaling has been so healing for me to help me get it out of my head onto paper. there's a bit of science behind getting it out of your head, writing it onto paper to help you heal. So get yourself a journal that you love and write in it. I also have this journal. It's called The Magic of I. And this is just one of those books. It's like a moon book where it tells you all of the cycles of the moon and all of what the meanings are of the moons. And that has just helped me sort of gauge where the world is at and where I'm at and how it links. And also it has like goals, reflections, releasing, surrendering, those types of things. So that just sometimes helps me with figuring out what to write down. So if you're a wellness girl or guy and you are processing some things at the moment, get yourself a journal so you can get it out of your head and onto paper. If you are a bad sleeper, write down your thoughts before you go to bed, because then you will know that you won't forget it. It's in your book and you can deal with it later. I have 4 more things for you. So as of late, since I see my naturopath, I have been using this. You're like, what the hell is that? It is Epsom salt. Foot baths are a new favorite pastime of mine. If you are overwhelmed, you feel like your nervous system is a little bit wired, you got a lot going on, you've spent the day on your feet, put your feet in some Epsom salt, chuck some flowers in there. Tell me how good it feels. This says it's 100% natural magnesium sulfite. It's so relaxing. It's so good. That has been something that I've just been doing. I'll like sit here on the couch, put my feet in there, do some work, or like just watch some TV, read a book, like sit there, stare at the wall and just enjoy a foot bath. I mentioned on my Instagram and my podcast that I'm just trying to enjoy like moments of doing nothing and just like creating more stillness in my day, and it feels so good. I feel so much more aligned and motivated and energetic. So I've just been allowing myself to sit there with a foot bath and just sit there and enjoy the foot bath. Number 10 is really probably quite random. When I started doing the trips with FLA to the Pacific Islands with the students, I have a little bum bag. I bought this bum bag so I could have all of my things but my hands free, because when you're looking after 50 kids, you need your hands free. You're like got their money, you got the camera, you got directions on your phone, like there's so much going on. So I have this bum bag. Anyway, I wear it around my waist mostly, or sometimes I chuck it over my shoulder. And I didn't love like putting my phone like on my ovaries. I have this shungite, and I can't remember where I got this from, but you can get these little shungite. It's basically like a rock and it disperses EMF, and basically EMF can disrupt your body's frequency and create illnesses. So I got an EMF protector, and it actually was stuck on my phone, but now I just always carry it in the bum bag. Like the thing about EMFs is that they're saying that they're like frying our brain and these types of things. I don't really know where I stand on it, but I'm going to take the precaution of doing something rather than nothing. So I have this shungite thing that I put with my phone. The second thing I have is wire headphones. And to be honest, I do not wear them running or in the gym because it irritates the hell out of me. Like that is why I originally bought the AirPods, because the cords, honestly, in that part of my cycle, like just before my period, it drives me insane. So I have these for my walks, my beach walks. And look, I am going to try them on a run again, but they honestly annoy the crap out of me. But again, it's just like taking the precaution of the EMF, and rather than using the wireless, because apparently the wireless headphones are frying our brain. And if you see them like on the studies and stuff, it does look like they're doing some damage. So I just do the best that I can. Like choose your battles, right? Like I can't run with these because it drives me up the wall. I'm just going to wear my AirPods and then use these every other time. We choose our battles. Okay, the next product, it's a book. And I'm actually listening to it on Spotify, so I can't actually show you. Let me actually get the name of the author. Being on your wellness journey, I feel like there's all these books that we can read. And honestly, I could give you a whole list of amazing books that we could read on our wellness journey. But I've been listening to a book at the moment and it's so good. Hilary McVeigh actually recommended it to us as part of Create Space and just some books to read to help build businesses. And the book is called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. And I'm listening to it on Spotify. If you don't know, like if you have a Spotify membership, you can listen to, I'm pretty sure, most books for free online. Can you hear that? That's a frog. That's a frog in our pipe. It'd be a little green tree frog. So yeah, you can listen to the books for free. And yeah, I definitely do prefer to read it on my Kindle or an actual book, but I do an hour and a half drive to Gympie on Tuesdays. And I have time to listen because I have just a few podcasts that I listen to. I'm being very selective with who I listen to rather than just like keep listening to different podcasts. So I've been listening to that and I think I have like an hour to go. I think it was like a 5 hour book or something. And it's so good. It's one of those books where like she mixes spiritual and science or logical all together, but doesn't make it feel woohoo, which I think is really good for like the average human that maybe isn't on a spiritual journey. So she just adds these little things in that are super spiritual, but I don't know, I think because of her voice as well, like she doesn't have that stereotypical like woohoo voice. So anyway, I'm really enjoying the book, and I think being part of your wellness journey is learning things, trialing things, seeing what works for you. So if you want to feel like you're a badass at making money, that can be your next book recommendation. Okay, the last recommendation that I think everyone needs to have when they are on their wellness journey, whether you're at the beginning, you're in the middle, you're nailing it, or you're not, whatever the thing is, honestly, this is not even something that you can purchase. I wish it was so I could give it to you all for free, but it's just having the attitude of I am a wellness goddess. I don't know if that feels weird to you, a bit icky, a bit cringy, whatever the thing is, but honestly, what I notice is some people, when they come into my world, they're like, oh no, that's not for me, or like, I'm not really a fit person, or I'm not really that type of person. And like the thing is, like, you want it, so just be it. And I think it's like just claiming that thing that you want to be and just going with it. And yeah, you might not feel like a wellness girly now because you're just starting out, but like just embody the fact that you're a goddess or a warrior and just go with it, because energy is everything. And if you are on your wellness journey and you're always in the frame of mind of lack or not good enough or unhealthy or I'm unfit or I'm the F word, like whatever the thing is, energy is everything. If you just start thinking, I am healthy, I am fit, or I'm getting fitter every day or healthier every day, I am a glowing goddess, I am a strong warrior, like whatever the thing is, embody that and it just exudes from you. What you feel is how you are. So make sure that you're choosing to feel like you are a wellness girly or a wellness dude. I'm so bad at speaking to you dudes, so please help me. For the men listening who are on their wellness journey, what energy are you embodying? I assume it's something like fit as fuck, or I don't know, tell me, because I just think that we're all wellness goddesses. So maybe just wellness warrior. Yeah, I like that. I think a warrior for a man is really like powerful and grounding and solid, which we love as women. So they are my top 12 things that I think all wellness people need in their life. So something for your red light, blue light, something for your blue light, a good protein, natural hair, skin, makeup products, perfume, having some sort of caffeine alternative so we're not having too many caffeine shots for the day, grabbing some sodium hydrolyte, electrolyte, Celtic salt to get into your salt so you're absorbing more water, a journal to get the thoughts out of your head and onto paper, something to block some EMFs, and a good book, and a wellness attitude, an attitude of you're doing the best you can and you're amazing, and don't live any other day thinking otherwise. That is everything for today. If you have loved this podcast, I would absolutely adore you if you headed over to that like button or give it a rating of 5 stars, leave us a little review. Whatever the thing is, it helps get this into more people's ears and to help us all on our wellness journey. Don't forget to click the subscribe and the follow button wherever you're listening, Spotify, YouTube, so you don't miss an episode. This one's been really fun. It feels a bit more interactive. And if you want more of these, please let me know. If there's any other product recommendation that you need, let me know and I can tell you what I've been using. So until next week, enjoy your life, do the things that make your heart happy, and shine in your authenticity. Bye.